an old Pilot, not the strap one for AAT, but the one that was like in the 2007 7662 MTT. It's got the little gun, which is weird because you should have the big one. The other one that came with that particular set, or disc set today, 75080, also has the other incorrect gun. But basic battle droid, if you didn't know, 2007 introduced one straight arm. Before that, they both had curved arms. We're not really doing. Oh, hey man, how you doing? We're not really doing anything for the set today because we just got a late start. There's a top plate. I'm waiting for some more parts to come in because I don't want to start piling parts up. So I was going to talk about the Trade Federation Army a little bit. It's going to be a short stream, shorter, because I'm still got some battery issues going and my phone's getting old. I should just use the other one, but I don't know. I didn't want to put a bunch of stuff on either. I know they're having problems with, that new iPhone a little bit. Anyways, I believe that there's 56 of these droids came out of the MTT. And that's kind of cool. So to do an army, if I want to do an army plate, I could just do 56 freestanding. I know I've got at least 56, but I kind of want to keep them where they're at, man. MTTs and stuff. I guess I could give them I guess I'd give them both straight arms. You could dual wield. They're small enough to. Dual wielding doesn't make much sense with modern firearms, so even with blaster, I guess with blasters it would because you don't need to reload except do the power packs, I guess, however they're done. Pistols are kind of cool, but the old single action revolvers made more sense. At least made more sense to have something to fall back on, anyways. I really like the battle droid. I mean, that really got me interested back in Lego Star Wars. When I first seen these heads, I go, my goodness, what a departure! Because I was so used to the way minifigures usually look. Got a bunch of stuff laying on this table. I need to get it more organized. Did I say organized? I meant agonized. That's what I usually do. But yeah, I got another one of those wolf clones in. I had thought about doing an army, but then I'm like, my God, I mean, they're really expensive. Even if you get a, quote, good deal on it. And even with all the new figure packs coming out, a lot of the old figures, of course, are worth money, worth more, especially for nostalgia. And if you think about it, I don't know if it's really that, say, helmet holes or the printing makes such a difference to many people so much as the fact that they literally want what they remembered from childhood. And that's fun. That's what drives most collectibles. I mean, that's what drives collectibles. That's why people sometimes want a vintage set. They probably, above all people, know that vintage set is probably not as good as the modern variant, but that's okay. I mean, this is from that New Republic gunship, Palpatine. It's good to get another Palpatine. He's pretty creepy looking on the Clone Wars version. I do actually like the solid blue is pretty cool, and this printed look it's not bad. I mean, I know that on Captain Fox, the white part came out a bit pink because it's red underneath, and the same thing happens on blue. It's just not it doesn't come out pink. It just comes out kind of bone colored, which is not that far off from this color, anyways. Tan, I guess it is. I should put the little back on, not on this one, but the other guys. But yeah, anyways, so back to that. I could do like 56 of these guys, put the 1x2 on the back as a backpack, and probably give them the custom blasters. Hey, Lori. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see both y'all here. Like I said, probably a little bit shorter stream, but that's because I'm just trying to compress stuff in. I don't want to say that I didn't get anything done today. That's actually not true. I got a lot done. But I was really feeling under the weather, like I really just wanted to blow it all off and just, Yeah, just blow it all off. That's what I really wanted to do, but I didn't do it. I got out there and actually did something, so this figure's in a lot better shape. But yeah, I think there's one up here. Oh yeah, this is one we picked up at the fair. Mostly just to say I got a Lego piece at the fair. It was kind of disappointing. Um, yeah, see, he's got the bigger blaster, and he needs his head. But yeah, you just do like 56 of them. Do them as a plate, background, whatever. We'd be pretty cool. Our AAT army is coming along pretty good. A little bit disappointed on the unboxing because some of my Technic pieces, the package was damaged and they got disappeared, which is not good. That's really, really not good. But I only needed one. Unfortunately, I did buy 10 of them, and only 2 were here. It means 8 got lost in the shipping, which is not acceptable, really. It really isn't. Sorry, it just isn't acceptable. It's not good. It's not okay. What was that? Yeah. Waiting for some parts to do the next step. What I'm missing is some Technic pieces that connect some of the magnets for this Star Destroyer. And I was really going to go to town on the Star Destroyer, but with all the other errands going on, here it is, 9 o'clock at night here. And I did post it. I did post that, yes. I did post that. I was about to say, did I say anything? I did. But thinking about old Lego sets and this time of year, and of course, as a child, I got Lego sets for Christmas. I don't think I ever got them for birthday, though. That's kind of funny. You know, little kid, could always shake a box and hear a very distinct sound. They all sound the same. They sound like it's broken inside. Because I guess technically they are. But yeah. My new camera, all I do is show how dirty my fingernail was. I had to do some oil stuff in my car, and I thought I washed it all off, but it you know, the stains gets in the cracks of your fingers and stuff. And your fingers and stuff crack up here because it's so dry in the winter. It was warm, and like when I say warm, like probably 40 degrees and freezing rain and stuff. Now it's about 8 degrees out there, and it's dry, cold, and stuff cracks. So, you know, it's winter time after all. What do you expect? My voice is a little bit low. It's a little scratchy, which is another reason why I wasn't going to do an hour stream. And at this rate, I definitely will not. But do appreciate everybody showing up to this great community. And I did post a video kind of about the message of just about Lego, I guess, kind of in some of my memories. And everybody's got different reasons for being in this hobby. And everybody's opinions and thoughts are actually valid. To be honest, they are. And people who want to change someone's opinion on something, it isn't done by force. You know, someone would need to point out that there might be a better way. And maybe there isn't. That's the reality, and that's fine. I was going to show. Hey, how you doing? I was going to show something else, but it's a gift, so I'm going to let that person open it. But it is probably the biggest non-Lego set I've gotten. It is still a vintage set. Because, you know, there's been other releases. Same, man. There's been other sets over the years, other brands, and someone on YouTube put out a video that they wouldn't mind to see, like, a little bit of teamwork with the different brands. And they quickly said, you know, I'm not talking about mixing brands like Lepin. I hate pick on Lepin, but we'll use Lepin for an example. But like a standardization. Like anyone out there who's ever messed with the Lego trains, the track's expensive. And it works great. I like the attachments. If you ever try to attach a curved pieces to base plate, you can use a little rotisseries. But it leaves you thinking, like, Lego could do more. They could make their track a little bit better. especially the new curve track. And they could make like tile pieces that would help you do like crossings or even sidewalks. And this could also fit right into like Star Wars too. On my stream, normally I mess with Lego sets. Today, I really am not in a position to be able to do that. I got to still sort these parts out. So I'm just talking today because I made a promise that I would really try to do a Saturday stream every week, and I've managed. I think I've managed to do it. I don't think I've missed one yet, but I have had some really lame ones, and I've had some that were really short, just because I was really under the weather or what have you. And tonight, the ADD or whatever they call that is kicking in, and I'm sitting here fidgeting with stuff, which is not good. But and most of the stuff I would talk about was in an earlier video because I did a unbox video. But that's what it is. This is a Lego community. I just want to always say thanks to everyone out there, and I just want to talk to the community out there because you really that's what it's about. And I've gotten some ideas from people out there, especially for mock building. And now mock building, that was one of the little setbacks today. Is the grass pieces I ordered? I tried to order some new ones, a different color. It's not going to work. I can tell right away. They look really cartoony. It's a funny dark shade of green. It's not in bad color. It's just not going to work what I wanted it to. So I got to go in a different direction. But still working on some mocks. I do have an idea for a bunker type mock, and I'm still doing stuff. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. Well, there you have it. Oh, man. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm going to go with, I think, maybe a bunker build and try to tie it into like the Clone Wars. That would be cool. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, man. Yes, they are. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I don't know. And I am still trying to collect dark orange, and nougat. I think dark orange is going to work better for Geonosis. I'm just trying to get enough just to do even a simple base plate now under the gunship to try to do a little bit of the arena. And it's like they're all bought up. I remember there was a time when you could buy dark orange. I mean, reasonably. I'm not talking about like one, like this was dark orange, like one plate with, $5 shipping for this. And it's like, guys, I can't do that. I mean, I could, but that's not the way to do it. And I went through Bricklink, and the guy canceled the order, said he was out. Oh, well. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, it's a little bit chilly, definitely, and the new Clone Droid Battle Pack, that looks like it could be an absolutely legendary one. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. I'd suspect. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that battle pack coming out. To be honest, we've gotten a lot of Clone Wars battle packs now, and we've been due. Yeah, I think so. Just with the reference to Jake, and I think that it's gonna be a good set to have. There's been a lot of really cool sets. I was a little bit sad to see the new ATTE go away, but I don't know. Sometimes they retire stuff, and sometimes you wonder why stuff stays around. You're like that new TIE fighter, was it 75300? Unless they're going to be coming out with another TIE fighter, which I mean, they just made that downsize one, unless they were coming out with a full, a large play scale one. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see, I guess. But yeah, that'll be a cool set, though. We've wanted a new Tri-Droid for a long time. Oh, we'll see. I'm not sure. Really? It shouldn't retire next year? Okay, I was just wondering because the reason I thought it was going is it was on somebody's leak, and our Walmart up here, they had, well, they had none, and I found one, a damaged box, so it was marked down. And somebody told me they found one somewhere for like $96 at Walmart, which was on sale, and that was like a month ago. That's usually the sign. Well, if it's, well, maybe it'll still be around. Because it would be kind of weird because that TIE Fighter just came out. It works. It's a little compact, but it works. The local Fred Meyer store I was hitting in Muldoon, they moved all the Star Wars to one tiny area, and they made a bunch of room for Friends of all things. They got a whole half aisle, like the half of the aisle, all the way across. Nothing but Lego Friends. Okay, that's what it's just a price markdown. Well, that's good to know, because sometimes I think like, well, why are they retiring this set, or where'd this set go? Like some of the sets we don't really see them up here until they're like toward the end of their thing. We didn't really see that set until kind of recently. I mean, when I say recently, like it hasn't been available. Okay. Not the AT-AT, the ATT. I might have misspoke. Now, I found the AT-AT, the 20th, 40th anniversary one, at a True Value store this last summer. But I know that set was retired. And I thought that one, well, I guess it was probably 3 years. It probably ran 3 years, I guess. But there's definitely been some sets that, it's like, what was that, back in 2016? Oh, hey, was it back in 2016 with that very controversial UCS Assault on Echo Base, which had like a big plethora of little sets. Some of the sets were kind of cool. Hey, and when you watch the interview with the designers, they're saying, "Oh, we just released this, AT-AT." You're like, "Oh, wait a minute, it was already like retiring at that time." So if they'd kept that set out a little bit longer, Oh, okay, thanks, man. But yeah. So there's been some times where I've sometimes wondered what happened. I mean, like, we'll never know why, probably, but that 2016 set was, late coming out, and they probably threw everything off because I've never owned it. If I would ever buy it, it's because it's not really I mean, the little side builds are available on eBay or Bricklink, but if you bought a sealed set, I don't know what would be the benefit really of opening it. It's more like a master builder set, or more like little sets, kind of tied together, kind of Ninjago style. I think had they released it as individual sets with maybe like a relatively big one, maybe the blast doors, and on the back show the other sets that you could get, that would have probably worked out better. But yeah, there's a lot of things that Lego can do, and sometimes people, maybe they don't mean to sound critical, but the reason they sound critical is because we know that they can do better. Okay, y'all. We could talk about Lego stuff instead of having squabbling. You know, there's entire YouTube communities out there that are just about squabbling. I found one by accident a while back when I first started looking on YouTube. Couldn't sleep one night. Some people are quite funny in that area, but mostly it's just they take cheap shots at each other when there's nobody else to attack. But yeah, just thinking about what direction to go on, what army to do. It's getting to be sort of the end of the year. I don't know what all you guys are doing for Lego armies. Most people just focus on like minifigures. And I want to experiment with vehicles, the AATs. And at one point, the 75080, that 2015 set, it was so common on Bricklink, and it still is. It's just that the price is going up. Like there was a time, I mean, I literally paid like $15, $12 to $15 for some of those sets. And that included Jar Jar in there. A future UCS set? Well, I know the one I would like to see would be the MTT. And more specifically, because we had that beautiful 2007 playset one, I think I'd like to see a CIS version of the MTT. If that, you know, for a UCS set. I mean, the vendor is gorgeous. I haven't actually seen it in person. I do intend to get one. But as you can see, I'm right now buried in a Star Destroyer set, and this is the not as cool one with the magnets, which vintage sets are cool because they're vintage, but well, cool. If it's not going to retire, that's good. A chance to maybe get a few more. And, well, actually, I don't know if I really want more, but it's a really cool set. And the best thing about the ATTE is it's just some of those memories, you know, of even as an adult. Going to the store and picking a set up. My opinion about the helmet holes, I don't like them. And someone pointed out in one of my videos, made a comment to me that they said what I don't actually like is not the holes, that they don't think I really care about that. It's the printing, and that's what it is. And on the Coruscant Guard, it doesn't matter because it's a stripe. It doesn't make any difference. And the helmet holes look a little bit low and stuff, but it's not the end of the world. I just don't put the accessories in it. But on any kind of design, like the 501st, it causes a weird spreading of the design. I actually shudder to imagine how bad like the Wolfpack clones could look like. That beautiful intricate design, how it would be all marred up. I think it would be terrible. They haven't come out with what? Yeah. Yeah, but that's the problem with the helmet holes. And we know from, what is it, 7.5, is it 2.80, the last 501st Battle Pack, or the more recent one, all Lego would have to do, it would be so simple. Just have 2 molds available. And if they're afraid that people will get them confused, just have one for the commander, different color, right? Different with the holes in it, and then ones without holes and decent printing for the other guys. The waist cape. It's not the end of the world because waist cape is very cheap to add. Yes, you're absolutely right. You are completely correct. I think the biggest problem comes in the fact of the printing. People don't want to see a printed on waist cape. That's what the problem is. And if Lego included a waist cape, you would have, the whole set. Just like how many of us put every cape on if we're leaving, especially if we probably don't. It's just, I think it's that printed on waist cape is my problem. I think I'd rather have nothing on than to have that printed on waist cape. And the irony is, if they include a waist cape, it would cover the printed one up. In fact, it might actually create kind of an interesting effect with the cloth waist cape and the printed, showing that there's more underneath that. I think that could actually be kind of cool. And as you said, they're cheap to add, which means they cost Lego almost nothing to put in, literally. I mean, the biggest cost of it is probably putting it in the package. And part of me, someone did point out to me in real life, somebody I work with who is a big Lego fan, that they like helmet holes and they like things that change the era of Lego. That they would hate for Lego to keep producing the same thing over and over for 20 or 30 years without any changes at all, and therefore make it impossible to tell what era you have, just for an example. But I think that they don't change that one because there's really nothing to change. I mean, the Super Battle Droids look good, and I'm really excited about seeing the newest ones come out. I really am. But they were fragile. I mean, even these B1s, they're not really fragile. I think I've seen one with a broken leg, like where the clip is, but they do wear out. I mean, they become where you stand them up and you're doing like an army of them, and just by the time you get ready to start doing the video or just take a look at them, one of them tips backward, just like he suddenly decided to move back. You go, oh, it's kind of cool though. It's all right. Just plastic wears. But yeah, the waist caps. I don't know, the waist capes. There's a lot of things. I wouldn't mind if they still had the hard plastic pieces for the shoulder portions and stuff, the armor. I mean, it was a little weird, but if they were to re-release it, I mean, it kind of works. Maybe it's nostalgia because I associate the Clone Wars, and I can see the cartoon show all over again in my head as I'm looking at them, and it takes me back in time, just like that, just like. I remember when this set here was on the shelves. I remember when I saw the 2007 762. Oh, look, they got straight arms now. Well, one straight arm anyways. And Lego, even if they don't mean to cut a corner or something, they're always going to disappoint someone. I mean, when they decide to pull the plug on Bionicle or Legends of Shima, I'm sure there were people disappointed. I mean, there's still a big, for Bionicle anyways, there's still a pretty big community for them. And I'm sure everybody's noticed that some really cool molds come out of Ninjago. So I like all the Lego figures. I don't have the money to buy them all, I had to buy some parts and stuff today and other things, and dealing with a heater hasn't seen the best days, I'm going to probably hold off till summer because I don't want heat to go down middle of winter with 8-degree temperatures, of course. That's why sometimes I run in the dryer and a washer. I do these videos because it's free heat. I have it vented out inside, actually, on a tube. During the winter, summertime, it vents outside. It's got a valve. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I think there's nothing like picking up that set in a store, still sealed in the box. I think it's great. I like used sets, okay, and I really kind of enjoy piecing sets together. Sometimes you do get into one, you go, ooh, what did I get into? Or, ooh, they said only a few pieces are missing, and I'm already at 20 missing pieces, and these are critical pieces, It's disappointing, you finally got, in my case, I finally got a day off or something, do something, and you got pieces out, and there you are missing one, 10 minutes into the build, and you gotta stop, look for it. Hour later, you realize you really don't have it. Then you start looking on Bricklink, and then before you know it, it's nighttime, and time to call it a night and go back to the grind. Yeah. Oh well. It's all good. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, y'all. I think I'm going to end this stream at 30 minutes because I'm literally done talking about anything remotely with Lego. I'm sitting here fidgeting with stuff. If I'm not careful, I end up knocking a box of Lego pieces on the floor, and that is not the kind of project I want tonight. But as always, I really appreciate everybody showing up. I appreciate everybody's comments. And you let me know in comments or whatever you want to do. Your thoughts or sets you get, let me know. I definitely want to hear it. Anyways, appreciate all the views and stuff. Appreciate the thoughts out there. It's a great community. You guys are actually part of a big escape for me too. So, until next time, stay warm, stay safe. Ciao.